Last month, I made a video publicly shaming myself in hopes that I would spend less money. If you want to watch that one, it's linked in the description, but now it's April 1st, so let's go over March. January and February, I spent about $5,000 a month, and now it's $6,600. All right, let's see what happens, shall we? Let's start small to large. So a $22 check. That was, the government sent me mail. They were like, you owe us money. I was like, okay, here you go. I don't know what it was for. Tractor Supply, $30. Now this is food for the chickens, and I've actually been able to lower this quite a bit. Because not only have I pretty much stopped buying hay for the actual coop itself, I now just use grass because I have an acre of grass that I'm cutting. I collect all the grass, I let it dry out, and it makes a pretty dang good substrate for them. Also, I normally buy them food. It's 6 chickens. I usually buy it twice a month, but I've only been buying it once a month now because I've diversified their diet even more. So while they already got a variety of things and treats and whatever, I have a lot of stuff here I can feed them. Anything that's like overripe in the garden they can eat. Also various insects and their own eggs. I had already been feeding them their own eggs, but I just do it more often. I take their eggs, I cook them, and I feed them back their eggs. So it's actually saved a few bucks. Nothing crazy, but under entertainment, we've got, this is all games. This is like half and half for live streams and then half just like $20 on games. So yeah. Software and tech, $141. This is all stuff for the channel pretty much. Pirate ship, this is stuff I was selling on eBay. It's just shipping labels and then licensing for various things. So under uncategorized, we've got $10 to Dubia. This is where I buy insects. They've sponsored many videos in the past where basically if you use my code, I get referral points or whatever, and I can buy insects with those. So I'm still buying insects, but thanks to you using my codes, I just have to pay for shipping, which is why that's so low. So that's kind of nice. Now, if you're newer to the channel, you might not know about how affiliated I was with reptiles, but I used to sell lots of reptiles, and I still have a couple that are shipping. So unfortunately, $104 shipping label to ship a reptile to a customer because I still have some that I'm shipping. And the price is doubled on shipping, which kind of sucks. The rest, Rev, okay, so I used to get captions on every single video. So if you scroll through my channel, you'll see the little CC icon or whatever. That's me physically buying captions per video. And it's anywhere between $10 and $50 per video to get captions. But because over 20% of you watch videos with captions, unfortunately this video does not have paid captions because it got too dang expensive. They raised the price and I'm making less money per video, so it was one of my cost saving measures. However, I bought captions for I think the Uber video because I thought it would do really well. Turns out the Uber videos kind of flopped, so I'll still do some, but yeah, about $50 to $40 to PayPal. I don't know what this was. I should probably check. Also, while I look for whatever this money was, Rocket Money, they're not sponsoring this video. However, I have an affiliate link. Many of you used the affiliate link in the last video, which I appreciate, because I got $10 per person that used the link. So if you want to give me $10 without giving me $10, and if you want to use Rocket Money, they do all the organizing for you. It's cool. It actually has saved me money because they can even cancel your subscriptions and stuff. This is not a sponsored video, but I like Rocket Money. If you want to use my code, I get some money. Anyway, let me find what this was. Oh, I bought an Uber. Okay, yeah, I had to Uber to something that I'll mention later. that was a $40 Uber ride. And then Genius Link, this is actually what I use for my affiliate links in the description of this video. So it's just $9 a month. A lot of this is tax deductible, which doesn't excuse spending unnecessary money, but it does help that a lot of this is tax deductible. Groceries. I spent more than I meant at groceries. So you know what? We should go in a different order. We're going to go top to bottom now, actually. So let's go loan payments. This is the most. $1,800 to my house mortgage, $100 to my medical loan, $400 to a car loan, and $250 to my personal loan, which I'm still paying off. I'm getting there. All in all, total loans, I have less than $15,000 now, which feels kind of good at getting that total amount under 15 grand aside from my mortgage. Auto and transport is where it starts to get a little spicy, I guess. So Tesla has a subscription. I realized the $10 a month for Tesla premium connectivity, which I basically just use for Spotify, because to use Spotify in the car, you could use Bluetooth, or you could use the screen, but it's an extra $10. You also get some other features that I don't really use, but I realized it's worth it solely for Ubering, because playing music without having to switch between the Uber app and the Spotify, I actually found is worth it. So it's the equivalent of doing like one Uber drive pays for my month of subscription. Do you like how I'm focusing on all the little teeny tiny payments and we're kind of just glancing over the bigger ones? Don't worry about it, all right? Sheets, $40. This is, okay, long story short, I like cars, and I got a car last year, and I probably shouldn't have gotten the car. It's the Subaru BRZ. You've seen it in some videos. You saw me driving it in the last video because I got the clutch replaced, and it really needed a clutch. It was $1,500 plus the $500 that I spent on the clutch. Wait, it was $1,500? I thought it was less than that. Why was it so much? So I thought total it was $1,800, but I spent $500 on the clutch and okay, I guess it was $2,000 to replace the clutch. Long story short, here's a picture of my throwout bearing and the fork. I forgot what it's called, fork something. Yeah, it was bad. It was rough, and I am so glad I didn't try to replace it myself, but I found a really good mechanic who I'm happy with, and it was worth the money for the job. But I don't need this car. It's purely for fun. This is mostly why the price is so high, because it was $2,000 to get a new clutch, which I've done all the repairs myself except for the clutch and one of the air intakes, which was like $150. So I've saved a lot, but I didn't really save anything because I didn't need this purchase. So roadside assistance, my insurance covers towing for the most part, but because this mechanic was further away, it was an extra $30 to tow. $56 was me getting oil for an oil change. I mean, last year I spent like a few hundred just on tools so I could actually work on the car, but I have the tools now, and the tools kind of last forever, which is great. And yeah, by far the biggest is the actual mechanic expense. So I supported a local business. Anyway, I spent like $10 on Tesla charging, and then $40, I had to put gas in my car, of course. It only takes premium. And so the car had been sitting for about 6 months, completely undriven, which means the gas in it was really old. It's the most close to literal burning money you can get that isn't setting a torch to pieces of dollars, was me burning up the gas as fast as I could. Because ideally, you would drain the gas. You don't want old gas in your car, but I didn't feel like it. So anyway, I put a fresh new tank of gas in at $40, and that's it here. Plus that Uber ride, which was for me getting to the mechanic because I had to get there. And here's what people wanted to see. All right, dining and drinks. Hold your comments till the end, please. Hold your applause. God, how far does it go? Okay, let's ignore the D word for a second. Let's go over everything that isn't this. We're gonna mentally block the double D out, okay? March 1st, I got Chipotle and Cookout. Note how I didn't get any D. Oh wait, I did. That was also March 1st. Okay, March 1st, Chipotle and Cookout. March 5th, Cookout. Smoothie King. All right, let's give Smoothie King a moment here. You see how it says $9? I did not realize this was $9. And when I saw that, I realized I should stop getting Smoothie King, because my order, I get the same order for the past like 8 years. It used to be $5, now it's $9. And even $5 for some squished fruit is kind of rough. So you're paying for the convenience, I guess, of, I don't know. I can make smoothies at home. I do make smoothies at home. Now, you're going to be saying, as I scroll up, well, why is Smoothie King on here 4 times? Well, you see, I have this funny little thing where I don't listen to the number that's read to me when I'm buying something. I just mentally block it out. And so after four Smoothie Kings, I finally realized, oh wait, I'm paying $9 for this every time. However, it's okay. You know why it's okay? I didn't spend any money on Starbucks. Last month, or the month before this, I went to Starbucks 4 times, and that's truly abhorrent, I think is a word. Abhorrent. Inspiring disgust and loathing. Yeah, that was abhorrent for sure. So I kind of accidentally replaced Starbucks with Smoothie King. I think because I only get these kinds of walk and drink sort of products when I am walking and driving and drinking. Okay, not drinking and driving, but driving and drinking. This is different. This is when it's non-alcohol. Because basically, yeah, I do drive a lot. And it's hard to eat certain things while you're driving. Anyway, I spent way too much time just talking about Smoothie King. Taco Bell, Cookout, McDonald's, Wendy's, Sheets, because they sell food too. Bojangles, Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, Wendy's, Bojangles, Panda Express, McDonald's, Cookout, McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, Cookout, McDonald's. So the reason I get McDonald's pickup is because the McDonald's app is kind of epic. Do they sell your information? Yes, I think they actually do. Don't quote me on that. Check the terms. Long story short, the reason the McDonald's app is so cheap is because I think they sell your information. But I saved $2 on my quarter pounder with cheese and bacon, so that's pretty epic. Is my personal identity worth more than $2? Yes. Is it worth more than a quarter pounder with cheese? No. So you can DoorDash McDonald's, but it's so Cookout isn't on DoorDash, so I have to get Cookout. The reason I got Cookout so much is because I've been doing DoorDash videos and stuff, and I like Cookout, and I just go to Cookout. I don't know. Chipotle's good. Okay. I remember now. So on the first, I was like, I'm going to see how long I can go without DoorDashing, and it went kind of bad. You've got cooking food at home, you've got eating out, and you've got ordering delivery. I'm trying to cook food at home. We'll talk about this in a minute. We're going to push the cooking food at home aside for a sec. So let's focus on the two options of eating out and picking up food. So I started picking up food instead of eating out to try and save money. But then I immediately jumped back into DoorDash. And I'm going to go over what I actually ordered at DoorDash in a minute, because people asked, well, what are you ordering on DoorDash? We'll go over that too in a second. I did some quick maths, and on average, it costs $4 more for my orders to get it delivered to me versus going to pick it up myself. And I realized it takes on average 40 minutes for me to go pick up food. I have to get to town, and then I have to park and wait for the food, and then I have to drive it back home. In the end, but I know these aren't the only two options, but between picking up food and ordering food for delivery, it's the equivalent of saving $6 per hour for me to go and pick up food. Because I value my time, because I make more money working, I make more than $6 an hour. That's my justification. Okay, well, what about just eating at home? All right, we'll get to that. First, let's go over my DoorDashes, I guess. All right. March 1st, I ordered a little bacon cheeseburger and little fries from Five Guys. I got a Marco's pizza, which was $20. Now, Marco's actually lowered the price from 20 to like 15, which you'll see momentarily. I like ordering pizzas because it lasts me 2 meals. So it's like $10 a meal at $20. So that's kind of cool. Chipotle, $15. Popeyes, I got signature chicken combo. I was mixing it up. Marco's, I got another pizza that lasted me 2 meals. Chipotle, $15. Moe's, $15. Buffalo Wild Wings, $16.45. Highway 55. Chipotle, Wingstop, Moe's, Chipotle, Marco's. See, the price lowered. So I had been getting like a medium for $20. Now I can get a large for $17, and that still lasts me. That lasts me like 2.5 meals. All right, we're going crazy now. Chipotle, Moe's, Taco Bell, Chipotle, Marco's, Moe's, Chipotle, Wingstop, Moe's, Buffalo Wild Wings, Chick-fil-A, Five Guys, Chipotle, Chick-fil-A, and a hibachi place, which I actually literally just ate. Now let's talk about why the whole eating at home thing. If you've seen my recent videos, I don't need to explain this to you. A very quick rundown is I think the scientific term is inept. And that's pretty much the whole explanation. I'm practicing, and I'm taking little tiny baby steps. However, I made this video as a joke, but I realized after recording, I actually had some pretty dang good points. This is a presentation I made on why spending such a disgusting amount of money on DoorDash is actually the right choice. If you want to watch that, I recommend watching that for the full explanation. This isn't even a cope because I agree with you. It's a problem. But I spent the same amount on groceries as I did last month because I was experimenting more. I made a few different things, and I just didn't... The amount that I eat, it makes more sense to order it, which is bad because this isn't sustainable. Also, I kind of forgot, but I had to restock on my like household items like detergent, dishwasher detergent, hand soap, mop stuff, you know, like households. It's not all food. All right. Just thought I'd throw that in there. But I'm headed in the right direction, and that is me trying. I didn't really try before. Maybe I need to find another grocery store. Unfortunately, the closest Walmart is not very close, and it doesn't sell produce or food. It's like not like, you know, Target and then Super Target. It's like the basic Walmart. They have guns, which is cool. Like maybe I'll pick up a shotgun or something, but they don't have any food there, and I can't eat the shotguns. Target is also really expensive. Why did I spend $38 at Target? Let me see. I spent 40 at Target because I bought an SD card. That's actually not groceries, so let me change that. Shopping, got a couple Amazons. I'll open up my Amazon. Shockbite is Minecraft server hosting. I'm working on a new Minecraft server for channel members, so if you want to become a member, you can use the link in the description or click the join button because there's going to be a Minecraft server, an SMP. I spent some money on eBay too. We'll check that out. Okay, so Home Depot is like $40. I have a water softener, so I needed salt crystals for that, and then I got trash bags and some air filters, I guess, just like stuff I kind of have to buy. Oh, and Amazon Prime. I meant to cancel my Amazon Prime and then it renewed, and I could have gotten my money back, but I was like, I think I still use Amazon enough, even though the price went up to $149 a year. I think it's still worth it. Plus, I do sometimes get groceries through Amazon, which is free shipping. I don't know. I don't know if Amazon's worth it or not, but we'll see this year. I'll keep track. My Amazon purchases were cat food. I have a pretty diverse cat food meal because some of the groceries are actually cat stuff too. I do some dry, some wet, some tuna, and then some treats and random stuff like that. I got a new adapter. I'm trying to fix one of my monitors. The adapter didn't work, so I returned it. They don't want me to return it, so they just gave me a refund instead. Okay. One of my toilets broke, so I replaced the flappers on both of my toilets, and intensive foot repairs, canoeing. My feet are actually fine. It's actually right here because it just got here. Why am I explaining this? I was just like down the rabbit hole of recommended YouTube videos, and I ended up on nail care videos, and I was like comparing my nails, and I was like, my cuticles could use some work. And she recommended Carousel. It sounds like a chemical you kill someone with. She recommended Carousel, so yeah, that's it for that. And then eBay, what I got on eBay. Actually, I think this was just me selling something on eBay. I didn't spend enough on the shipping, and so USPS was like, frick you, give me our money. So they took an extra $17. Man, the clutch was $600, so I spent $2,100 on the Subaru clutch. Dang. Oh, bills and utilities. We've got car insurance. Oh, this is 2 months of car insurance because I forgot to pay the last month, so yeah. And then energy bill and internet, and that's a total of $700. The energy is going down a lot, only $200. That's so good. It was peaking at over $500 a month at one point, so $200, I will happily take it, and that includes charging the car, so that's cool. It's because I have the windows open right now. I just, in the summer and spring, I don't use the AC at all. I just try to create drafts. I was trying to recover my sentence without taking a breather, and it didn't work. I tried to create drafts through the windows, and it's kind of working. The pollen is making me suffer, but savings, everyone. Yeah, that's how it equals $6,646 this month, or last month. I don't like talking about my income in videos. Maybe someday. It's like cutting your hair. You can always cut off more, but you can't put it back on. I can always share more about myself, but I can't take back what I share. And I haven't gotten over the hump of sharing my income yet. So long story short, yes, spending $6,000 a month used to be not a problem. Now it's more of a problem. So $2,500 is loans, which will end eventually, not the mortgage. That's another 29 years or whatever, or 28 years. Progress. And of course, the biggest was the clutch. Now, the Subaru was my first ever manual car. In fact, I didn't know how to drive manual when I bought it. I learned to drive manual by buying the car and then driving it home, which is going to be a video because I've been recording all that. Basically, I had no clutch to compare it to. The only clutch I could compare it to was a racing simulator I had, the Logitech wheel, whatever it's called. And I was like, I guess this Logitech wheel is just really fake. Like, it just doesn't, I guess this isn't what a clutch feels like, because the car that I just bought feels nothing like this. No, actually, it turns out the Logitech racing wheel is very accurate. It turns out the car was so broken and the clutch was so far gone that it was impossible to drive. So it turns out it shouldn't be physically painful to shift because of the amount of force it takes. I didn't know what to compare it to. The owner was like, yeah, it's in good condition. The clutch is only 2 years old. I was like, okay, great. And I'm sitting there like trying to push the clutch down and then trying to shift into gear. It turns out it's because the clutch had already failed. And so I was driving on a slipping clutch. It would take 3 attempts to get it into first gear. And I just thought I was bad at driving manual. When this clutch got replaced, man, it feels perfect now. It is such a difference. So it turns out it was just totally broken. And yeah, if I had known cars better, I wouldn't have made this mistake. Now, next time I buy a manual car, I'm not going to make that mistake because I know what to shop for. What should I cut? So I could cut groceries more. It's like I could either keep investing into trying to learn to cook, which I hate doing and I'm bad at and I don't really eat it. So it's like, should I keep investing into trying to cook so that in the long run I save more? Or should I cut off the groceries, save an extra $200, and just spend what I spent on Doordash? I don't know. Let me know what you think of my spending. Let me know how much you spend a month. I'm curious. I don't know. I'm not sure what to... The last month I had a goal for March. I failed the goal, but I want another goal. So I'm uploading this shortly after I'm recording it. So my question to you is, what should my goal be? What should I cut? What should I try? Because in the end, I actually think it might just be better to focus on making more money and just getting back to where I was before. Because when it comes, a lot of times, I think penny pinching, you'd be better off investing that time into building passive income and building self-sustainable streams of revenue. All right, I'll end it there. And that's it. See ya.